the Lord does provide. The Lord does look after. The Lord does care. But you have to allow Him to do that. So allowed Him to care for you, allowed Him to carry you, allowed Him to put His abundance upon you. And vice versa, once you receive the abundance, let it flow also to others. In the Gita, there's a beautiful verse, chapter 9, verse 22, which said, those whose mind is constantly thinking about me, who one's life is devoted to me, I take care of them. I look after their needs, What they don't have, I provide. And what they have, I look after. So beautifully, Yoga Kshema Vamyaham, so beautifully that last part of it. That said, I take care for them. But when we trust Him, we have to know that He is the caretaker of our life. He looks after our life. But do we perceive that? No, we can't perceive it because we are so much focused on our own limitation, our own ego. But we can't. We don't allow Him to take care of us. Take care of it doesn't mean that we should sit around and don't do anything. No, say be in the present moment. Be now. But we are always in the past, what we didn't have, or somebody have hurt us, or we are always in the future thinking. Our mind is always dancing between the two, the past and the future. How can you be happy when what you can do in this present moment, that's what is the grace of God in your life. Not what will be in the future. You don't know what is tomorrow. What have happened is gone. But it is now. If you give yourself, you surrender your mind to Him, and really when, like I asked you, you believe in God? You said yes. Without any doubt, you believe in God. But do you trust Him in any situation that He's taking care of your life? That one which is seated inside of your heart, He is taking care of your life. Then why should you worry? When we look at the life of great saints, we see that how the life is. It's an inspiration for us. There's a saint in India in the 15th century by the name of Tulsidas. So he lived very simple. He was one who translated in a very simple way the life of Rama and the teaching of Lord Rama. So there was an instant in his life that once a king came to visit him in the hut and brought lots of gift to him. Of course, you see, there was some thief looking, and this one have a lot. He have received a lot of gift from the king. So he waited at night, but Goswami Tulsidas slept. Then he came at night to steal. As he was about to come near the hut of Goswami Tulsidas, there were two young fellows with bow and arrow guarding the hut. So they were going up and down, one fair skin and one a bit dark skin. So the thief said, okay, maybe they will go away after some time. So he left. And a few hours later he came back and he saw them still walking up and down, guarding the hut of Tulsidas. So like that, throughout the night, they were there guarding. So in the morning, he took courage and went. Said, Goswami Tulsidas. He went to Goswami Tulsidas and said, listen, last night I wanted to come to steal in your house, but there was two young fellows walking up and down. Who are they? The moment he mentioned the two fellows, you have two bodyguards there. I said, Goswami, I don't have any bodyguard, Who could that be? So Goswami Tulsidas realized that this two fellow was none other than Rama and his brother Lakshmana. Because of this, what he have inside, they were there protecting his house. So Bhagavan keep his word. What they have, I shall protect it. And what they don't have, I shall provide. The Lord does look after. The Lord does care. But you have to allow Him to do that. If you are full with yourself, with your own limitation, our asking, our demand is always limited. We know only limited. Our mind can only think on limited things. No? More than that, what can we ask Him? We don't have something, we say, God, please help us get these things. Once we get it, we think that we will be happy. No, we will never be happy. There will be another demand. Because we are so much focused on our limitation. God didn't create you to have only limitation. You have to aim for the highest. And the highest is only Him. That is the yoga of life itself. That's what unites you with Him. But you have to get to know Him. Then you get to know Him by constantly thinking about Him, hearing His glory. More you get to know, more you hear about His glory, more you hear about His miracles, the more you hear about what He do in the life of Great One, more an inspiration that yes, that can happen to my life also. If that can happen to anybody's life, it can happen also to my life. Then you allowed Him to take care of your life. There's no demand, there's no limitation to anything. Then He provides for you for everything. There was a guru. He was seated and was talking to his, every night he will sit and do his prayer. And as he will be doing his prayer, his devotee will always ask. And he will look at the guru, and the guru was not asking anything. So one day he took courage and asked the guru, why, Guru Maharaj, you don't ask God for something? Then the Guru Maharaj said, well, I don't ask Him for anything. I am in His mercy. He gave me whatever He wants. I trust Him. I allowed Him to give me whatever I need. Not what I want, but what I need really. So then he related a story what happened to him. Once he was visiting the king, and a beggar was there next to the king. So the beggar had very, like nowadays you have all the clothes which have lots of holes everywhere. We call it style. So the beggar's clothes were the same, very filthy, dirty. And he appeared to have not eaten for many days. So the king asked him, what do you need? But you see, the difference is that he had a shine in his eyes. So he kept quiet and he said to the king, you are asking me what I need by me standing next to you. Looking at me how I am, you are asking me what do I need? My prayer reflects through me. When you look at me, you see, So he didn't ask for anything. At that moment, the king realized his mistake, and he called for clothes, food, and he even gave him a nice little house to stay and gave him a nice job also. So if he would have asked, if he would have asked for food, what he will get? Only food. If he would have asked for clothes, he would have got only clothes. But he didn't ask. The king provided according to his standard. A king will not give you little things. He will give according to his standard. So like that, God also gave according to his standard if you allowed him to provide for you. Not through our asking. He don't want you to become beggars. You are his child, You are his children. And if he have put you here, he care for you. So allowed him to care for you, allowed him to carry you, allowed him to put his abundance upon you. And vice versa, once you receive the abundance, let it flow also to others. Jai Gurudev.